Hello. I already said I had 3 in here. Hi, Paul Honeyman. Hello, Ed's Crazy Adventure. I'm a few minutes early. I don't know where they're at, but I'm like here dealing with dogs that are freaking out from some fireworks. I'm not late, Ed. I go on at 9 o'clock. It is 8:53. I was going to do my live out at the fire pit, but hello, Shelly and Anthony. How are you, hon? So yeah, I saw that there was 3 waiting. I just clicked the button, so I don't know where they're at. I didn't even eat yet, but I had it all planned out to do live at the fire pit, and make some marshmallows, but guess not. So one dog is in my bedroom, Powder, which is Jean's dog, the big dog, and my 2 are in there, and then Big Cokie is over here freaking out. She keeps trying to find these little spots to hide in. Good to see you, Mr. Joe Morgan. You're late, Melody. How am I late? It's 8:54. I go on at 9 o'clock. Oh, boy. Do explain yourself, Paul. Your thumbnail said you were going 146 tonight. What? I don't know how that's even possible. I don't even know how that's possible. 146 your time. It's always 9 o'clock on Sundays here. You said it at 8:46. Oh, I started putting the picture and everything up. And that's what that was about. But then there was fireworks. And yeah. 2 o'clock. On my end, it said set for 7:46. I just started. No. My end, it was 8:46. I was putting the picture on. But anyway, hello, everyone. Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Weekend. Hope you guys are having a great weekend. This is different for me, as you all know. I'm in someone else's house for yet another holiday. And I kind of just worked per usual. I thought it was kind of boring, but that's me. So I was going to make something to eat and then do the fire pit, maybe roast some hot dogs, do some s'mores, but apparently they went over to her sister's for dinner, and you have to know Thomas. You would just have to know. I asked him to go down to CVS, pick a script up for me today because I was mulching the garden. Never even got up off the couch. The guy is like this with his face in the phone, and yet I texted him and said, what time are you guys coming back? I go live, or am I going to be made to cancel? Because there's 3 huge dogs in this house. One of them is not scared of like raindrops or fireworks, but the other 2 are freaking out. So I have the dining room door wide open. But no, he never even responded back to me. And I've really almost sent, like, your face is glued to your phone any other time. You can't respond back. So who knows? She's probably with her sister drinking or whatever. So I don't know. Maybe I'll have a barbecue for myself tomorrow. Or I'll go to my daughter's, maybe, if she's doing anything. And then I'll come back here and do s'mores over the fire pit. So yeah, I couldn't get on to Shags at all because, like I said, I was dealing with dogs. So yeah, anything exciting going on? And I wanted to set this specific picture because of it being Memorial Weekend. So I don't know. I think I did something in the settings where it has me set at a set time every Sunday, but I don't know. I don't know. If anybody can share this live out, that would be greatly appreciated. Thank you for anyone that watches it back. Sorry for the drama straight from the gate, but you know, I'm living somewhere else and I'm like the dog sitter. Apparently they're going away in June, I think for 3 days and 3 nights, I think. So I'll be here with the dogs, of course, babysitting. And they're like, I think Thomas said it, oh, you can have over whoever you want. And We'll see what happens. 8:58 my time. And I'm normally not on until 9. But anyway. Yes, I don't know where they're at. 2 weeks to 8 days ago. The Kokomart bucket food tomorrow. The chicken rice wasn't great. The potato soup, I'm hoping it's better. I have a great recipe for potato soup. I could spit it right out of my mouth. If you just do potatoes, celery, and onions, peel the potatoes, semi-blanch them, in case you don't know what that is. I normally don't blanch them. Here, this is how I do it. I peel the potatoes, I clean them, I put them in like a little bit bigger than bite-size pieces. This is a family recipe, and I'm Irish as can be. You can fry up some bacon, put a little bacon and bacon grease in it. Sometimes I do, sometimes I don't, but I put the potatoes in, onions, celery, butter, whole milk. It takes almost a whole gallon of whole milk. And oh my gosh, I can eat bowl after bowl of that potato Irish soup. Everybody's, I guess, Irish soup is different, but that's in the family, and that's just kind of the way that we make it. And it's inexpensive. You can not use baking. A lot of times I don't even put bacon in it. I just do salt, pepper, garlic powder, onion powder, the potatoes, the onions, the celery, like 2 sticks of butter, which may sound like a lot, but 2 sticks of butter, you know, for all those potatoes and that gallon of milk, and it is delicious. Delicious. Hello, Mad Chad. Sorry I couldn't get into your live. I'm dog sitting apparently, even though I only had 1 hour of sleep last night. I tossed and turned. I was watching all kinds of different things. Kept thinking I was going to be able to fall asleep. Wasn't working. And yeah, they went over her sister's. And I wanted to be outside because this is a rocking neighborhood in the, you know, for the holidays and for the summer, like 4th of July, it'll be crazy here. 4th of July, I feel like all the homes in this area, plus the river, they're all in competition with each other. So maybe 4th of July, you know, I can do a live outside. You don't have to worry about seeing me. I'll just try to do fireworks. But they're out there shooting fireworks now, and that's why the dogs are freaking out. So I'm babysitting. But good to see you, Shad, from the Erie Coast. Welcome in, my friend. How are you? Bacon. Yep. I put bacon grease and everything. Yeah, I was just trying to give Joe a quick recipe to my Irish potato soup. It's been in the family as a quick, inexpensive meal. Since he doesn't get paid for 2 more weeks, which is just peeled. I use Idaho potatoes, 2 sticks of butter, a big onion, probably about 4 to 6 celery sticks, and slice them down. A whole gallon of milk, and it's delicious. I just said you could put some bacon in it if you want, or you could start sauteing the vegetables in some bacon grease. It's edible, but I hold off eating it until you're starving. Oh, man, chop the bacon and butter. Everything gets better with butter. Sure is. Hello, Anti. I'm just going to say Anti. How are you? Welcome in. Happy Sunday. It's Jack. Hi, Jack. How are you? See? It's all right. I got a huge problem here. Look at what this dog's doing. Look, 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 look. Freaking. Hold on, my friends. Hold on. It's all right, Cokie. It's okay. Come on, Cokie. Cokie. All right, hold on, everyone. Coco, you can't squeeze yourself into that little tiny little area. You're trying to climb up on things. Come on, baby girl. I know parents are irresponsible. It's okay. It's okay. Come on. Come on. Come on. Come on. I have to give them meds, so hold on. Hi, Molly. You want your medicine? Guess not. She just ran up the steps. Oh my gosh. I mean, it's a shame. You see that dog trying to climb in a little area? Powder's in my room on the floor, probably shaking, and he's a big dog. So, and here I wanted to be outside. But welcome, Jack. Officially legal. They do it anyway to show off fireworks. Believe it or not, thanks, tired. Awesome, Melody. Thank you. Undershirts for dogs. Give it. They have a vest here, but hold on. That's all right, Molly. Let me give them some drugs. Let me give the dogs their drugs. Hold on. As a matter of fact, I'm just going to take you with me. We're going to have a movable live. Say hi, Molly. It's okay. You don't usually ever get freaked out, do you? Big Cookie. It's okay, girl. Let's get the dog some medication. It's hemp calming for dogs. But as you can hear, I think it'll make a liar out of me now. But they're shooting them off out there. Here, you want some medicine? Come on, want medicine? Say hi, Molly. Molly does not get scared. Say hi, Molly. Come on, Cokie. Here. 2 for you. Come on, Cokie. Big Coco, come on. And let's go check on Powder because Big Coco is upstairs freaking out. My too. Hi, Powder. You gonna come out now? Oh my gosh. Welcome to my crazy live. Sorry, everyone. All right, Sophie, Coco, go outside. My two, that's Coco and that's Sophia with the backwards knees. They don't really give a crap. Here. Powder. Stop it. Here, Cokie. Cokie, here. Coco, here. Here. Here, baby. Here. I know you're getting... Sophia, quit it. Here. I know, you're so worked up. Here. You want it? Molly, you already had some. Let me find Powder. I'm so sorry, everyone. You can blame this on Jean and Thomas. There's Big Powder, who's shaking a mile a minute. Sit you down. I'm so sorry. There's Powder. Pow, pow. It's okay. Here you go, baby. 1 and 2. So, out, out, out. Powder, eat your medicine, bud. Eat your medicine. Cokie, did you eat yours? Pow, pow. I'm so sorry, buddy. Here. You want your medicine, baby? This is huge deal to be letting this dog eat out of my hand. There you go, baby. Good boy. Good boy. Good boy. Molly, out. Out. Move it. Okay, welcome to my HEW double hockey stick kind of live. You already had that and you're not even afraid. All right, let me shut that door for a minute. The brown one, where'd she go? She didn't take any medicine, did she? Oh no, where's Cokie? Cokie! Is she in here? Do you want treat? Do you want treat? Yeah. Molly, you already had it, I said. There you go, girl. There. 1. 1 more. Good girl. That'll help you, okay? Bad fireworks. It's okay. It's okay. The only one that I don't trust, this is Molly. She turns very quickly. Molly, go out there. I'll keep the scared dogs with me, I guess. Oh, my Lord, have mercy. I'm so sorry. Welcome into my crazy live. CBD, yep. Yeah, Molly is the white one with the brown. She turns sometimes. Big Powder is ferocious, but he's fine with me. Make sure it's not tinted meat for the grub, Mel. They'll be throwing it up and crapping through the eye of the needle with their scars. No. Powder, yeah, he's a big dog. He's a huge dog. They adopted him. It's a really kind of a sad story. Look at the poor baby shaking. Powder, you want to be on live? You want to hang out with Mel? Mel will keep you company. Hold on, my friends. So this is Powder. Apparently he was abused by a guy and he got adopted by someone and they took him back to the pound. And then Gene and Thomas got him. So it's such a really sad story. He does have a fierce bark. He's the one that nipped Jay on the hand because it's like a guy thing, and Thomas and Gene weren't here when I had Jay in the house that time. But he really is harmless. Usually I cover him up with a blanket when he gets like this, poor baby. Right, Pal Pal? Mel used to be petrified of you. Not anymore. No. You want a blanket, buddy? So that's Powder. I forget his breed. And then Coco is a brindle. She is a sister to Molly. There's Molly. Say hi, Molly. Say hi. You want to check on your sister and brother, huh? So Big Coco, the brindle, and Molly are from the same litter. Jean's sister was down south when they had that flood that time, and Thomas got two of the puppies. But she's the one that barks a lot. But since I've been here, she's kind of simmering down quite a bit. I think because she's afraid of this. It's an electric, well, I'm sorry, it's a battery operated fly swatter. Ever since that, she doesn't carry on. That's her sister, Big Cokie. Cokie usually likes to go to the basement, don't you? It's okay. It's all right. It's all right. It's all right. You'll be okay. You'll be okay. I know you're all worked up. You're all worked up. I know. You're okay. I'm not letting you go down the dark basement. Come with Mel. Ay, 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 ay. So this is just pure ignorance, if you want my honest opinion. I feel like Jean's demeanor's changed this last week on just like a few things she's saying, like, if you go out, don't get anything else for the freezer. You know, she'd like to get her electric bill under 200. But when I got here, she said her electric bill was 200. So I think my freezer box with the meat in it is starting to irritate Thomas because he wants me to cook it up. So if that freezer box might go to Debbie's. So that came up, and I don't know, something about like, what did you buy? And I'm like, what? I didn't buy anything. So, and I had Thomas like flipping out at me the other night because I said, you can eat for 4 people, so you want me to clear out that freezer so you can eat all the meats. Not happening. Is that why I'm here? It's October? I did say that to him. So, but this is just not even a heads up or a warning. I thought about it. I was like, oh, am I going to have to cancel my live because they're not here to take care of their own animals? They're getting to enjoy Memorial Weekend, but Mel isn't, and that's not right. So, I don't mind if I know in advance. So, I'm drinking just a little bit of water with, it's not liquid IV, it's like the pouch hydration in my water. Sophia is my little one who makes that god-awful backward sneeze when she's all like worked up. Sounds like me sleeping, only a much quieter version of it. Oh, my dog makes that horrible backward sneeze. Yeah, what you do, Joe? Oh, chronic pain. You're helping those dogs so much, Mel. I know, and believe it or not, I'm going to be totally honest with you. I used to be petrified of big dogs. I mean, petrified. The first time I came here, I came in the door. He's like, oh, you'll be fine. I came in the door with my 2 little ones. Molly tends to turn on my little Coco. And I was scared out of my mind. My friend John came here and he said one dog is one thing, three dogs is a whole other story. And that's so true. But Molly is usually the one that flips. Flips. Right, Molly? I don't have very many memories of my dad. My dad, I was 3, he was 33. But one day there was like a bunch of German Shepherds at the house, and the next time there wasn't. So I don't know if I got bit or something, and I'm talking like 15 German Shepherds with the big manes. Molly, leave her alone. And I don't know if that's what did it. And I don't like to, let me just tell you the story so my words come out correctly. It's usually a woman that says, oh, the dog's fine, and a dog isn't fine. I mean, I've experienced that with a pit bull. My little Coco went after a pit bull. And I was like screaming at her. She's like, no, everything's fine. The dog's fine, blah, blah. My little Coco went right to that pit bull's throat. But this Molly tends to turn sometimes on my little Coco, and that ticks me off. Thomas rarely corrects her. You could be trying to take a nap. She'll be barking, barking, barking. They could be upstairs. They put a gate up. She'll be barking, barking, barking sometimes. So yeah. Now, the only one that makes me apprehensive sometimes still is Molly, because her disposition is just off. Jean said she bit her in the face one time. I would have been like, that dog's gone, but she also was in the wrong. Molly and Coco, that are sisters, got in a dog fight, and she went to break it up, which everyone knows, never break up a dog fight. And she ended up getting snapped at, I guess, bit in the face. No stitches or nothing, but no way. Molly's the one I still kind of don't trust too much. But this is huge for me. Kudos to me, because I deal with dogs, big dogs that I used to be extremely intimidated by. But, I have my 2 little dogs, and Powder Sweet, he's very good with me now, because Mel gives him treats. But now he's starting to beg when I'm eating, and sometimes it's annoying. Big Coco is totally fine with me. And then Molly, she'll wag her tail if she wants a treat. She's the only one that I don't really mess with too much. If she's hurt or something, I would help her, but I'm not trying to get bit. Oh, that's good. You're going to go to the doctor's? And dogs look like pit bull mixes. I think Powder might be like well, they had another one, Bruce. He went out on the back patio deck to lay in the sun like dogs do, and he died. Thomas talks about him being a gentle giant. I want to say like maybe an English bulldog, like the bigger ones, maybe part pit. I think they might have a picture of Bruce on the wall. Let me see. I have to look. I'm pretty sure that this right here is Bruce, or was Bruce right here. That's probably, yeah, that might be Bruce right there with Jean's grandbaby dog. So, yeah, it's the shrine of her 3 daughters, and yeah. But this is Molly. That's Thomas's favorite seat. He never moves, never gets up when he's here. He doesn't do anything. And my Sophie's in there crying. And big Koki is right there. Right, Koki? You okay? She's a beautiful dog. Brindle mix. So, yeah. I want a basement. There's a pretty big basement here, but you still want to see the basement tonight. If the door was open, like a huge thunderstorm, I found Big Coco. My dog's name is Coco Chanel. Thomas got his dog after mine. And they usually just call her name's Coco, but they usually just call her Koki or whatever. I was like, how do you name your dog after my dog? But I found her down the basement during a really bad storm here. I was looking everywhere for her. And she was at the bottom of the steps laying on the concrete. I was like, you can't be on the concrete. So yeah. Hi, this and that with Matt. Good evening. Happy Memorial Day weekend and happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. The dog world is a little different than ours. Sure is. Attack. Let's see. Oh, you want two basements? More dogs, less humans. You know what? My daughter is a huge animal lover. She has big dogs. And she says that she likes animals more than she likes people. Right, great job, Mel. I'm spending the night with the windows open as the fireworks shoot off. Big for me. Oh, that's good. Every boom reminds me of those who have fallen. Oh, that's not good. And let's remember, technically speaking, what Memorial Weekend is all about, everyone. I'm just really sorry about the dogs, but I mean, what can I do? I can't, not take care of them. But this just shows it's 9:19 here and they're not even here yet. Do you? Not here, you won't. Wait till 4th of July. But that was my whole game plan, is to do it out by the fire pit, catch the fireworks, do like a hot dog on a stick even, because I didn't even eat yet, and do some s'mores. So Paul says, hit the thumbs up, people. Hello, Mitch. Actually, Michelle, I don't know, you always tell me to say, I forget. I'm sorry, but hello, my friend. I cannot think of your name. Oh my goodness. As a moderator for Joe Did It for the chickens, which I pop in there. It's usually at night, like later at night, just to see them sleeping. But you're not there. But I'll come over tomorrow if you're in there just to say hello. But thank you for coming into my live. And guess what, everyone? I know I call my chickens hens and this, that, and the third. I've done it since I got them. But I'm just learning. I'm kind of a new chicken mom. So my chickens were pullets until they turn a year old. My chickens turned a year old May the 25th because my son Jared's birthday was May the 26th. So my girls are a year. Yay. And all's well with them. Lots of dogs together will eventually bond. But there is a hierarchy which must always be respected. Yeah, I mean, Molly could come down, like go up the steps in a good mood and come down in a bad mood. Her disposition is off. Jean calls her the B word and just says she's just a biatch, But Sophie was right there and she didn't go after Sophie. She snapped at Coco. So, of course, I don't like that. My Coco, which is a little Yorkshire Terrier. This is my Coco. Come here to mommy. She's starting, she's getting older, but she's starting to get a little, say hi, Kokomo. I think she looks like Alf, don't she? She's got a little frohawk going on. Say hi, Coco. So this is my Coco Chanel. She's an anxiety dog, but for some reason, I don't know, she only hopped to my Jared. So this is Coco Chanel, and Sophia is in there. If I let her out, she's going to make the backward sneeze because she'll be super excited. But yeah, I understand that, Chad. An animal won't look you in the eye and lie to your face and stab you in the back if you turn around. I feel like Molly's like that, which is the white and brown one. To all those in the U.S. Armed Forces that have fallen in the service of their republic, not only on Memorial Weekend, but every day, remember them with honor and respect. Amen. Hallelujah, which is what I was getting at. To all the men and women who served or didn't come home, that's really what Memorial Day weekend is about, right? Well, Memorial Day. And I am a let's see if I say this correctly. I'm a servicewoman daughter. My dad was in the Air Force. My grandfather obviously was in Vietnam, I think World One, because they might actually be here because all the dogs are up. Coco Chanel, there goes Powder. They're all running. Let's go see them and see if they're all drunk. I'll be like, did you forget I was live today? See what I mean? Don't try it. Come on, Coco Chanel. Go in there till we get situated. See how Molly just went to go after my Coco? You better knock it off, bad dog. Hi, Pow Pow. Go in the room. Come on. This way. Make up your minds. Yeah, you can hear the rumble and the fireworks out there. But this is what she does, is she tries to turn. So hang tight a minute. I'm going to see if they even remember that I was live here tonight. Now look at them all. Can you imagine all these dogs in the house? Hey, Miss Sophia, stop it. Unless they're just going to sit out there in their car. No, Coco Chanel, hold on a second. No, you back off. See her ears go back? I never saw a dog put her hair up. Her hair goes up like a cat. Hi, Pow Pow. He's a big boy. He's excited for Jean. Jean's his mama. Don't start. Oh, were we swimming and having a good time?
Yes.
Did you forget that I go live? You know what I was just dealing with? They can tell you. Koki jumped over everything in the dining room to try to get into the corner.
What, because of the fireworks?
The fireworks were brutal.
We gave them CBD pills.
We
gave them extra.
I gave them 2 just.
We gave them 4 before we left.
And then Powder was in my room. Koki was in the bathroom while I was trying to get ready. I'm like, oh, I'm glad they're enjoying their Memorial Day. I almost tried to cancel mine. Hey, watch Molly with her.
Why?
Because she just tried to go after her. Okay, everyone, I'm back. I guess dog sitting's done. Hold on, one more minute. This poor live, I've had a gazillion interruptions. So, Thomas, you may hear just maybe a little something, because I only had an hour's sleep last night. I didn't eat dinner. So after live, I might have to eat something up in the morning. Yeah. I just said, hey, I didn't eat dinner, so you may hear me. Jean's like, are you discussing all this while you're live? I'm like, yes. I have good subscribers. Gunfire doesn't bother me anymore unless it's close enough. Ooh. Let's see. Call me ABS. Okay. But yeah, I will be over to look at the chickens on Joe's channel. I think you're doing a great job with the dogs. Oh, did you hear that, Jean? I followed the camera around. I mean, of course. I think you're doing a great job with the dogs. They're bonding with you. And, well, thank you, Shad. I really do appreciate that. So, yeah. If you can post the link, Paul Honeyman, for Joe Did It's channel. If you just want peacefulness or you want to see the chick, you can just go on there 24 hours a day, 7 days a week and watch his chickens. And he's right over in Jersey. And that's where Abs is moderator for over there. So if you could post that link for me, that would be great. This and that and that. Let's see. Yay, the girls are old enough to eat. Yeah. Well, no. Just caught on to that. I plug my thing back in. But yeah, they're technically a year old on the 25th, so I gave them a bunch of goodies. Coco. Yep. Coco is a typical Yorkshire Terrier male. Why did Coco Chanel, the family dog was a Shih Tzu. I always called it a Shih Tzu. That was the family dog. She lived to 16 and a half years old. But I brought Coco Chanel into the mix. She was from Maryland. You can't sell a Yorkshire Terrier in Pennsylvania. It's over 11 weeks. Got her in Maryland, had to pay Maryland state tax. Long story short, it said that they have like a richer mentality. So, give them a good name. Everything was like Queen Elizabeth or stuff like that. So she's from Maryland, my Coco Chanel. And then Sophia is from Sophia Loren. In case you didn't know, back in the day, I used to model. But Sophia Loren, I used to look up to. I thought she was beautiful. I was gonna do Grace for Grace Kelly, but I changed my mind. So my little Sophia is from Amish country here in Pennsylvania. So, and Coco Chanel, we all know what Coco Chanel stands for, and she is from Maryland. Regulate now. I had a friend with a tiny dog named Coco. I called her Coco Loco. Oh, my friend John calls her Coco Loco. Or Kokomo. He started that Kokomo thing, right? She's in here with me. Those dogs are stoned. Well, apparently so, because I didn't know they were going over there for this amount of time. Normally they'll tell me, but she said that they gave them a double dose. This is the stuff right here. But this is what my Sophia could use, is one of these, which I'm sure she wants to go outside. With a goat called Coco Chanel, really? Link for who? Joe did it. His channel. It's Chicken Cam. Yep, Mad Chad. The booms have started here. And then caught on. She was a goddess. Yo, that's dead on. Let me go let mine out, and we will take a walk outside if you don't mind. I wasn't sure if there would be very many people in here because of the holiday, but we'll run with this live, won't we? And then I'm probably going to give my Coco. Jeez. Put me in the dark. So I'm going to set this here. We're going to let Miss Crazy Coco out. I mean, Sophia. Come on, Sophie. I know, you're all worked up. Go outside. Doggy door. Jump. I'm going to sit you right there for a minute. Hang tight. Here, Sophie. Treat, treat. Here. Here, treat. Oh, you. Don't drop it. Here. Imagine my life, because, I mean, she's been looked at. This just comes from her being excited, and sometimes just from her backward sneeze. Chewing it up? Okay. Nope, come on, you're almost done. All right, I just gave Sophia one, so she would stay calm. And I feel like sitting out here for a minute. It's nice out. But I'll show you. The garden is over there. Fire pit's way back there. It is a pretty big yard. Jean has my umbrella here just to put shade on her tower, which is weird. And she has all these plants she still didn't get to plant. All right, Sophia. Shh, shh, shh. There's water out here. Get a drink. Thank you. We have Ed's Crazy Adventures. And you got the Joe Did It channel? Where's Mad Chads? The hell kind of bark is that? It's not a bark. It's a backward sneeze. Here, I'll show you, Sophie. Come here, Sophie. Come here, Sophie. Oh, Sophie needs a diet. There's Miss Sophia. She's my toy Yorkie from Amish country. But see, she gets all worked up. She's excited. Usually you rub her throat. Sometimes you can just go like that. She'll stop, but she's a wiggly dog. Say hi. I'm Sophie, and I make this backward sneeze noise. Get a drink right there. Oh, fresh air feels good. There's this one. Sorry, it's funny noise. No, it is, but it's annoying sometimes. Go. Shoo. Stop it. I wanted to have the fire pit done. Let me turn you this way. I'll raise you up just a little bit. Let me get you situated. Because last night, right over that area, was some fireworks. So we'll give it a minute and see if we see any, and then I'll read comments. Sophia, stop. You're going back in the room. They're kind of mild in this neighborhood right now tonight. 4th of July, it's like criminally insane. You don't even know which way to look. But that's where I saw them last night, right there. So, beautiful night out here tonight. I'm just going to let you sit this way. And I'm most likely going to have to put Sophie back in the room. Unless she stops. But honestly, like, here's the chicken coop. Right there's the fluffy butt hut with their lights. And they have the whole area. You guys saw that on my Monday Cuteness Overload. But they're in there. Not freaking out over fireworks. Well, there's some. See if I can raise this up. They're just getting started. They'll do the real high ones. Okay, let me sit you all just right here. Keep your eye on the sky. And I'm going to take Miss Sophia and put her back into the room. Ready, Sophie? All right, let's go. Sophie, you're gaining weight. You need a diet. This is what our lovely sky looks like tonight. It's supposed to be nice here again tomorrow. But look, they get home and then it's not a buku amount of fireworks. Okay. Did I miss anything? Boom. No, I had a Yorkie with a similar issue, and it was a blockage in her throat. Okay, well, Sophie had a surgery. I just have you pointed up for right now. Sophie had a surgery done. She kept dislocating her leg, and I ended up taking her to an animal hospital. And here it was a degenerative. They said they were going to shave her hip, and it ended up being a degenerative birth defect, so they severed the joint. Prior to that, she never ever made this noise. I've had her looked at multiple times, and they just said it's the backward sneeze. Now, a lot of Yorkies will have, you can look at something pretty. Um, some Yorkies, well, a lot of Yorkies have a very thin esophagus, and you can't pull them by their collar if you're walking them or anything like that, because you can literally snap it. But she's been looked at multiple times, and it's not an issue. She didn't do it all winter. She did gain a couple pounds here, and the weather, if it starts getting hot, she'll do it, or if she gets uber excited, she does it. Okay. Okay. Fluffy butt hut only when you wear your fox fur drawers mount. Oh my goodness. All right, well, let me tell you this. I know you're only seeing this top part. I'll lower it in a second. The leaks video. Let's talk about the leaks that I changed the title on. It's a smaller area. I have long legs. I was wearing like these like copper penny type of color Victoria's Secret workout pants. I have like the heart shape in the back of the butt. I didn't realize when I was doing the leaks that there was a whole butt shot. So if you want to go over there and look at that, fabulous. But I was like mortified. And then I was like, well, I can't do anything about it because I've already done the leak. So I put a subscribe, I thought, over it, but it didn't go fully over it. So yeah, that's the leaks video. Let's see. Laugh out loud. So yeah, Jean brought that up and said, you know, like ass shot. I was like, what are you talking about? She said with the leaks, and I was like, oh yeah, that. Because I was out in the garden yesterday, and I said, I'm not recording yesterday. I've been working. And I'm the one-woman show, so my angle wasn't the best. But oh my gosh, I didn't realize it was a full butt shot. Craziness. She was licking her butt for the camera. I don't know, it just made it look really huge. Maybe it's those pants. But I was, again, mortified, and I tried to stick a subscribe over top of it, but it's pretty relevant. It doesn't have a lot of views. A lot of my other videos that are longer have a lot of views, which I'm very thankful for. Maybe you'll get to actually see some fireworks. Strange light tonight for sure. I'm just gonna let you look up there. Can you see? No, the umbrella. Hold on. This umbrella's cute, it lights up. Right. Let's see. I'm finagling. This is why I wanted to do it at the fire pit tonight. May see some, may not. We'll do this for a couple minutes and then I'll go back into the dining room. Anyhow, so yeah, the leak video needs some views. So if you want to help a girl out, that'd be great. If anybody would like to play the playlist back, that would be really awesome too. I didn't get paid for this month. I guess it didn't have enough. I don't know. And I feel like a lot of the people that watch my videos they just find me. They're not like per se prescribers. So yeah. Look at that sky tonight. And it's gorgeous out here tonight. There's my green stalk. Both of them. That's my one from Mother's Day. And there's my leaf that I'm trying an experiment on. That video is on YouTube, but I really work a lot. Everything is a video, you know. And now I have a stuffed pepper video coming, so get prepared for that. Okay, I'm not seeing any fires So I think we're going to take this back into the dining room. You know how that goes. As soon as you go in, then you see them. But I feel like I sound like a liar. 4th of July and this neighborhood is crazy. Oh, there's a little, hold on. That's the river. Like where Jimmy is. Or was, I should say. That crud. I blocked him on YouTube. I blocked him on Instagram. Well, it wasn't that exciting. Okay, let me leave this here. And we will go back to doing live in the house. Excuse me. Okay. Hang tight. Okay. Now I can lower you back down. Oh, way to throw off my live tonight, for sure, for sure. So I really apologize, everyone, you know, for all the chaos, but what are you going to do? So yeah, Paul, if you want a clear shot, go watch the leaks. Often this space and rant is low effort but organic. Melody started her OnlyFans channel planning leaks. Ugh. Subscribers, no, not prescribers. Is that what I thought I said that? I'm sorry. Subscribers. It looks like Google or whatever they find me, or like the search engines. Maple tree, see what happens. Ooh, very nice. Hey, Chad, did you get your seeds yet for me? Love stuffed peppers, even stuffed tomatoes. I love stuffed tomatoes with tuna salad. I used to make that for me and my mother-in-law. So yeah, I did like a quickie version of stuffed peppers. My Italian version of the stuffed peppers would have had some golden raisins in it. Just made that. I had that video. I just whipped up some stuffed shells the other day, but I thought I had it on the channel. Too late. I did like, I don't know, 3-4 rows of meat and then 2 rows of cheese for me. So next time I make stuffed shells, I'll bring you along for that. Yeah, I'm trying to get people to run my playlist. Maybe you can run my playlist, Mr. Joe. Seeds? No packages as of yet. Thank you, Mel. Yeah, I figured because you could put a pot on your deck. Like, I'm trying different things this year. Obviously, I'm gardening, and it'll look better than it ever has when they garden in it. But I'm really trying to put a lot of effort into my green stalk because I really want to know if I don't have a garden, can I just strictly grow these things that you grow in the summertime in those? Like, not herbs so much. I mean, I did put a basil in one, but tomatoes, peppers, zucchini, cucumbers. If you could think it, I put it in my leaf, not realizing I was getting the original that has bigger cups. So, and then I only got 2 rows done on my new one, which one's all peppers and one's all tomatoes. And I don't have the trellises for that. So, you know, because that's like $50 I don't have. Jay made a comment to me the other day, was like, why, what are you going to buy now? And I'm thinking, what? I don't even buy anything. And I said that to Thomas. I'm like, she comes in here every day with something different. Anyhow, she has a trellis that she bought, but I think she's given it to her sister. Not really sure. North facing, so no sun. Back to you. Okay. So what I did was bush beans. Bush beans, sun, shade. So picture a round pot, Mr. Shad. You're going to do a seed, like you're going to go around it, and then 4 in the middle. And you should get some string beans if you like string beans, you know, and a little special something else in there. If you ignore the blatant stupid stuff in movies, they come up with interesting ideas. That is true. But yeah, you know, if somebody can let the playlist just run, there's a master playlist, that would be awesomeness. I would greatly appreciate it. Made me stuff boiled tomatoes with minced beef and onions with cheese, red peppers, and chili. That sounds amazing. Do you have a recipe? Oh, somebody made it for you? I've always done it with tuna, especially a good garden tomato. I would hollow it out somewhat, and me and my mother-in-law would sit there and we would eat it. I miss her so much. My son Johnny is in Maryland, the beach there. Got to call Jared on his birthday and talk to him because didn't get to see him. He had work. And I may or may not, I don't know, I'll text my daughter in the morning. She has a really big dog. I don't even know the name of this dog. It was the neighbors and she took it. But he rammed me into a chair one time and I haven't been kind of going over there. But if she can handle her dogs, if she's doing anything tomorrow, maybe I'll see about going over there. If not, I may just do a barbecue here for myself, but I don't know, it must be nice to go swimming and, you know, enjoy yourself. And I'm in this predicament. Lately, I'm having some thoughts of like, I can't wait to get out. It just kind of came on out of the blue. Probably had a lot to do with an argument that transpired the other night between me and Thomas, but, you know, I don't like tootsie footing around at night or tiptoeing around at night. And, yeah, I just, today I was looking up cheap land and I saw some for $5,000, said you could put a camper on it. So obviously I don't have $5,000. I'd like to get the camper first, you know, anything. Oh, Enemy at the Gates. It's free on YouTube. I watched a movie. My friend John came over on Friday night. I haven't seen him in a while. And we watched, I think it's called Friends with Benefits with Ashton Kutcher. And he was laughing. He thought it was funny. I thought it was a great movie. And we watched that free on YouTube with maybe about 5 commercials. Now the dogs are scratching because now there's a lot more fireworks going on. You're welcome. Let's see. I did that. Hit the auto playlist, turn the sound down, and walk away. Yeah, as long as the sound is even on 1, it really helps out. Or you could put it on a laptop and then go in the room, go to sleep. You know what I mean? But just hit play all. Let the commercials run and stuff. Hung up on your gear and actually learn to run it. Wait, what is that? I've been telling people stop getting hung up on your gear and actually learn to run it. Wait till this fall or the turn of this year to buy property. The price is going to drop big time. Yeah, I mean, honest to God, I feel like I work so hard. I mean, I've always worked hard my whole life. But I really do feel like I work harder with YouTube for minimum dollars, you know. I don't know, I just have all kinds of thoughts going through my head. I'm still not giving up. I'm still not quitting. But if I'm here until October, I'll be on the cold. So I need to figure something out, you know. I'd like to find a trailer. I don't know, we'll see. But then Jean's like, where are you going to put it? Yeah, that too, Paul. My dog's scratching the door. And they went up to bed now, so hold on. Dog interruption day or night. Go lay down underneath the table, Sophie. Shh. She's worked up from the fireworks. Stop it. The baby's sleeping. The baby's sleeping. Stop. I try everything. She's worked out. I'm sorry, everyone. This is turning into like a weird Sunday Night Live with all the commotion. All right, Sophie. All right, you're okay. Stop. She goes to lick my hand. Collab. Carrie thought I could have done without. Wait. Oh, do I hate Gary? I'd rather be naked in the bush. Oh, goodness gracious. You're getting heavy. Stop that noise. Oh. You're okay. It is the Sunday Night Live of dogs. Dogs. Okay. What are you doing, Squirmy? Shh. Oh. She suffers from separational anxiety too. Oh, let me just you better kill. So yeah, really sorry for anyone that watches this back. It's been like the dog cut alive this Sunday. My apologies. It's not how I wanted that to go. All right, Sophie. Quit it. Shaking my case. Crazy. Anyway. So yeah. I mean, I could keep apologizing. But anyway, back to my thoughts. I'm having a lot of different thoughts in my head lately. Right on down to like friends and inappropriate things, and just I have to deal with that and decide what I want to do. And, you know, looking up cheap land today, and my niece sent me some teeny tiny little trailer through Facebook Instant Messenger, which I mean, I thought they were trying to do retro, like a car from back in the 60s. I just didn't like it, and it was way too tiny. But yeah, I'm holding my head above the quicksand and just staying focused, keep working hard at YouTube. Couple comments. Well, actually, one was a suggestion about it not being so long. But when you think of these other channels that are huge, they're like 15 minutes or blah, blah. I'm going to have some videos that are going to be longer and some videos that are going to be shorter. Like I have, Sophie, shh. I have a tiramisu Italian dessert that's been in my phone. I just am dreading editing it, which is one of my favorite desserts. That will be a longer one, but I'm going to try to, I've been trying to upload earlier in the morning, no later than 1, and I'm going to try to speed up my videos. But when you're gardening or you're trying to teach or you're trying to explain, it's just a little bit longer. That's just a given. And recipes are a little bit longer, especially something like a tiramisu, which is in steps, you know what I mean? But oh, madon, if you've never had an Italian tiramisu, it is the best, not in this state, no guilt for you. Oh my goodness. So yeah, I think when I got one of my leaves, there was no seeds or stickers in it, and they wrote me an email like, oh, you know, I wish they would do business with me, Greenstalk Planner, at the rate that I'm going. But they sent me out double butter crunch lettuce, which pretty soon you won't be able to do lettuce because lettuce bolts. Brandon packaged my new original Greenstalk, and then they gave me double the stickers. The bird one, caterpillar, and the butterfly. And this is what I did with the stickers. Stop, Sophie. This is what I do with my stickers that come from anything that has to do with Greenstalk. Even if you get the verticals, like the trellises, they give you stickers in there. I think that's what it was. I was missing stickers. So it's gardening season, so don't mind. A lot of the cases are missing out of it because I carry a big bag around. But I don't think I can fit another thing in that garden. And the beans I'm struggling with, something severing the heads off. But I take these photo box keepers and I put the stickers on them. Like that's the flower they sent me. I have, and I'm telling you, I'm missing one of these photo box keepers. A watermelon, good chives only. I'll show you a few. As an example, the other one's different chive plant. This one is good chives only. These are photo box keepers for your photos. I use them to hold seeds. I posted that 2 years ago, and now like everybody's getting them because it really is a great way to keep your seeds semi-organized. I have to sit here one day, maybe if it rains, and organize these photo box keepers. I think in here is 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I'm telling you, I have 7 photo box keepers that might be out in the garage. So, you know, I have boxes all out and stuff. So I'm trying some cabbage in my new one. Cheddar cauliflower. Graffiti cauliflower, which is like a purple. I think I did a purple Sicily. So cross your fingers because the original video, I was like freaking out because it's a lot of plants. And I feel like, I think there's 35 cups inside the green stalk. Which one do I actually set on down? I have the leaf green stalk. It's 35 plants. And my brain was thinking, oh my gosh, you're going to waste all this food. I've grown beans in them before. Obviously, salads do really good. But tomatoes and peppers and zucchini and cucumbers, I was just thinking like, oh, you're going to waste a lot of plants. But I need to know. I need to know if they're going to work because I just need one set of wheels. But moral of my story is, if I go somewhere and there's not a garden and I can grow everything in there, even if I have to use little spikes or something, was an idea that I had. But I really want to see if it produces, how much it'll give me. Is it worth using the green stalks for that? I know a lot of people put strawberries in there, and I think they're awful expensive just to put strawberries in there. Yeah, if you have extra lying around, that's great. But so on my new one, I have carrots still to plant. I think the back barrel, I'm going to put carrots in there. And the other one that I was just using to germinate some zucchini, I may put beets in there. So what's the difference? The original has a longer cup for things that have longer roots. So I could do carrots in there, could do red beets in there as well if I wanted to. I'm just not at the last 3 tiers on that because I've been uber busy. And like I said last night, I couldn't sleep to save my life. I had like an hour's worth of sleep. So, and then with the leaf, they now give you a book when you get these green stalks. You get a book, you get like an envelope that has information in it. Don't I finally read it? And it says to put the bigger things at the bottom. I was like, you gotta be kidding me. So worst case scenario, I don't know, maybe I can have someone lift it and put it on the bottom, but I'm just gonna roll with it and just see how it does. But as you can see this picture, these look like tomato plants to me and they're all on the bottom. And it looks like some form of onions up at the top. So I might have made an oopsie on my leaf one because I have eggplant, tomatoes, peppers, like all in the middle there. So I don't know if he would do me a favor and just move the middle to the bottom. I'm not sure. Not really sure. Here's a strawberry one. That's what a strawberry tower looks like, which is gorgeous. So yeah, that's what I'm doing. And it gives you a thing for the leaf, what you could grow in it, and the original, which I don't buy it, but it's saying the leaf you could do beets, pansies, basil, oregano, arugula, onion, carrots, parsley, cilantro, parsnips, dill, peas, fennel, radishes, garlic, rosemary, kale, sage, I still have to do kale. I did plant it in a cup. I'm waiting for it to come up. Lavender, spinach, lemon balm, strawberry. I would never tell anyone to plant lemon balm in one of those because it spreads. Lettuce, Swiss chard, marigold, thyme, mint, and turnips. Ooh, turnips. I could do my other one. But this original one, which has the deeper cups, is saying like bok choy, leeks, broccoli, mums, bush beans, nasturtium, cabbage, peppers, cantaloupe. Cantaloupe. That's interesting. Maybe I'll do cantaloupe in one of them, even though I don't like it. Cauliflower, potato, meaning grow what you eat. The cantaloupe I would give to my kids. Corn, sweet potatoes, cucumbers, tomatoes, watermelon. You know what? I might do my iceboxed watermelon in one of them and try it and see how it goes instead of doing beets and carrots in 2 different places. But anyway, that's my little bit of chit chat on my new green stalk and what my motive here is, and for why I'm doing it is to see if they really will give me a lot of food under my circumstances. Let's see. I bet they are. Has their own heart for kilts. A lot of Muslim neighbors here lately. Wonder why that is. That is a little strange. People seriously overcomplicate gardening. I do believe that that's true in some cases, but I don't when it comes to a garden, whether it's in ground or in beds, Joe. But when it comes to the green stalks, they're expensive. And you have to figure out like where things are going to go. And I was trying to base it off the trellises. So I don't know. I really want to see if it'll grow me a lot of food. Thank you, Mitch Ed. Yeah, I mean, I already love it. Green Thumb is the guy to ask Mel. He knows his stuff. Yeah. Well, when Adrian was in here last week, something came up and I was like, I think it was about Roma tomatoes, and some channel no names mentioned was like, no, they need to be in tomato cages. And I'm thinking like, you can single stem a Roma tomato. And it's Indiana Backyard Gardener. Her name's Adrian, and she said nobody could tell you how to grow food. I mean, go back to my other videos with the raised beds. I mean, I built that garden and it was so prolific and it was so good. Do I think you're born with a green thumb? I don't know the answer to that. I don't think anyone's born with a black thumb. I've had people say that to me. I think gardening originally just started as a hobby for me, like way, way back in the day. Then it became a form of therapy. And then when my whole mindset changed years ago about tomatoes being so disappointing in the supermarket. Like you can't find a black tomato in a supermarket. You know, getting into seeds, like you can get rare things and seeds are cheaper. The taste of a real tomato compared to a supermarket tomato is beyond a doubt uncomparable, delicious. But I just love the garden and I just have that. I mean, I might be in a bad situation, but I just have that, I guess, prepared mentality. I always did, even when I had the kids. So yeah, that's my story. I'm sticking to it. Hello, Free Henley Maid. Hello, Nisi. How are you? Sorry, girly girl. It's been a hectic live tonight, babysitting dogs and fireworks going off. But hi, love. Someone wrote me and told me you shared out my green stalk, which is what I was just talking about. When Joe said people overcomplicate growing, like, you know, gardening. I'm really focusing this year, Neely, on trying to see if I can just depend on those and not a garden. You know what I mean? So thank you for that. I really appreciate it and welcome in. Happy Sunday and happy Memorial Weekend. Nisi. Everyone say hello. I throw seeds in the dirt, add water, see what happens. I talk to them. I talked to these two little baby tomato plants that popped up in one of my trays, and I'm like, they're looking limpy. I don't know if it's shock. I don't know what's going on, and it's my favorite, Dr. Witchies and Kellogg's breakfast. And I'm like, come on now, you can make it. You can make it. Oh, me too. I was just showing, like, now when you order, you get a book. You know, they send you out a packet, and in it gives you like information. And I was just trying to explain that I didn't realize it said, it does say you can grow a lot in a leaf, but I didn't know I was getting the original. But your bigger things should be at the bottom. So I don't know. And you see, I put peppers, tomatoes, and all that kind of stuff in the middle. So let me tell you about lifting one of those suckers. They're heavy. You have to take each one off. So I don't know if I can move it to the bottom or maybe just get another set of trellises, but it gives you a chart of what you can grow. So yeah, I'm excited to see. I'm nervous, but I'm excited to see if, you know, my circumstances, because I am gardening here in someone else's garden. I'm gardening for them, but I need to know if these bad boys can give me a good amount of food and just use them for wherever I move, because maybe I won't have a garden, you know what I mean? Hello, Steel and Tree. Happy Sunday. Welcome in, welcome in. Good to see you. Blue, hello. How are you? Happy Sunday. You missed a little bit of a chaotic beginning of a live. Babysitting dogs, they didn't come home, and fireworks, and they were all freaking out. It was just a mess. But welcome in, welcome in. How you doing, Blue? Great to see you in here, Nisi. Agreed, Mel. Homegrown tomatoes taste a lot better. They really do. The only way to learn to garden is to actually garden. People can give pointers, but you just have trial and error. Well, well, well. Mr. Joe Morgan, that is 100% accurate. You know, because I get messages on Instagram like, I can kill a fake plant. I'm born with a black thumb. If you could think it, I've heard it. And I said, let me explain something to you. It's a seed. The seed wants to grow. So all you got to do is plant the seed. Worst case scenario, if your seeds are older, plant 3 or 4 extra seeds. One of them's bound to come up. You know what I mean? You just have to do it. It's exactly right. And we gardeners who've been gardening for over 35 years, there's always something new and different happening every garden season, whether it's Mother Nature. Nisi can tell you about the raised bed garden that I built. It was so prolific, and I had 8 tornadoes that season, but I used different seeds and they really, really held up. So if I could recommend, I would go for the bug out seed bag. I think I showed this last week. Let's see if I have it handy. Let's see if I have one handy to show you so that you can jot down the website. That's how I found these seeds. Let me see. Socks Tools. This is one of the cauliflowers that I planted right there. I grew that in my garden too before it was really, really good. So these, I'm looking for, it's a specific pack of seeds. Bear with me, one momento, por favor. And I found it. This is sustainable, non-GMO certified. They don't need pollinators. You know, if the world goes to poop in a handbag, right here. So it is www.sustainableseedco.com if one of the moderators want to write this company down. These are the seeds that I used, and my gardener and my bug out seed bag. And even though the tornadoes blew the tomatoes out of the bed, the roots were still attached in the soil. And I got buku amount of tomatoes. Buku. This company right here. So I'll tell you one more time. It's www.sustainableseedco.com. com. I mean, what is it? SHTF? Is this the seeds for you or from the bug out seed bag? Even to get them and put them away for an emergency. I would highly recommend them. Paul says, I was born with a black thumb. Mom used to make me wear marigolds when I helped her in the garden. I did. I was very excited to see it. Thank you. I know. I can't wait. So I don't know. It's already looking different. Did you see? Oh, yeah, you did. Okay, so I did peppers on the bottom and tomatoes on the next row going up in the original. And now I just looked at the book and it says you can do probably like the personal icebox watermelon. But it says watermelon, corn, cauliflower, potatoes, cantaloupe, blah, 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 blah. So, yeah. The other ones are all empty in that original. But what a great gift from Jared for Mother's Day. Was that or was that not? But that's why I was trying to explain, like, the previous video that I didn't like it. And it's because I was on there like, oh, I'm so nervous. Because it's a leaf and the cups are smaller. Like, am I making a huge mistake? It's a lot of seeds, a lot of plants that I grew. Some I bought recently, and that's money going out the window is the way I looked at it. But I always like to challenge myself, whether it's a new thing, I like to put something different in the garden every year. This is totally new. I literally want to push these green stalks. My salad one is in the back. I got to cut some salad tomorrow. And I think when the lettuce gets spent, I'm going to go all in with bush beans because something is severing off the top of my bush beans in their garden here. But I'm going to push these bad boys to the limit and see, even if it's just for me. I don't want to, I'm not going to expect these huge hauls like I would get out of a garden. But if it's enough even for me to eat with a little extra, I would be quite pleased with that. So yeah, I'm going to push them to the limit. I'm going to see what they can do. I even planted an Italian striped zucchini. That's in the leaf one. The sucker still didn't come up yet. I think it may, when we got torrential downpours, I think it might have moved the seed down because I have a squash that's growing in a weird cup that I didn't put there. So wish me luck. You might hear a little nervousness out of me, but it's something new. And it was all about not being wasteful. That's really what it was. Am I wasting plants? Am I wasting these plants that I grew? You know, will this work out? And it's like, I also want to prove to everyone else that may be on the fence about buying one. Is it worth it? You know, I don't want to be the person to be like, go out and get it. I mean, I love it. Like somebody like Shad, Mad Shad would do great with one of these on his patio. He only has a patio. Because if you saw my salad, I call it a salad bar. I call it a salad bowl. I mean, it does great. Every one is something to do with salad. If you like eating salad, shoot, you'll be great with that. And bush beans do really, really good in green stalks because that's what I've planted. This is something totally new for me. Matt Jess says, I want to be a warrior in a garden. I'm learning. Learning is good. Learning is good. I threw some seeds in the dirt and pleased to say some sprouted. That's awesome. Yep, that's Boone, who's probably with her family tonight, our other amazing moderator. And I know it's a holiday weekend. I almost contemplated not going live tonight because I didn't know where they were and it's the holiday and I knew it wouldn't really be busy, you know, in the live. But I don't like to let anybody down. So Boone is most likely with her family. So please check Boone out. Oh man, Chad, you're funny. So you don't have a garden there, right, Mad Chad? So she says, which is Neely, I think it's great. Any way you can grow food and a good amount is what it's about, especially if you have little space to work with. There it is. That's my other reason. Because of my circumstances. Freehandly Made, is it possible of me to ask you if you can run my master playlist to help a girl out? due to my circumstances. But that's my other big reason why I'm nervous. And I'm taking this chance on my plants going in there because I think other people who don't have space, maybe only have a patio, would really like to know if this is worth it. So I'm all about trying to help other people. Okay, Paul, not a problem. Love you, my friend. Hope your back gets better. You as well. Have a safe week. Greatly appreciate you coming in even with a hurtful back. They do taste better. The stored tomatoes are very bland. I'm spoiled now since my very first grown tomato 2 years ago. Love you, Paul. Let me see. Nope, it won't let me do it. I had way more tomato sprouts than I ever expected this year, to the point that I'm giving some plants away because I have nowhere to plant them. Laugh out loud. 30 successful tomato starts. That's awesome. And it's never a bad thing to uppot the starts and then give them to the seniors, or like I was giving it to the church. Yeah, never let them go to waste. I gave Debbie just a couple the other day. I finally got to see her. Used to work in landscaping, made money starting gardens for rich people. Wow. By the end of the first season, they knew enough to do it. Next year, yep. Mel's on my team. Seeds in the bug out bag. Yep. Oh, pretty. How did it taste? I love it. It tasted really good. And when I blanched it, it keeps its color. I did that video. That's back. But that one was cauliflower. Let me see. I grew purple Sicily cauliflower. I'm doing a cheddar cauliflower this year. I've never done a purple broccoli, but I loved it. The bugs don't bother it. Like, of course, by mistake, I'm doing snowball cauliflower this season, and I'm going to have to end up pushing the leaves over it and then twine it because the bugs will go after it. But honest to goodness, purple Sicily or the graffiti cauliflower, it's purple. It's just like purple cabbage. The cabbage worms, the bugs, they don't mess with it. Take it from me, I know, because I've planted it umpteen times. It works out great. Pretty much everything but tomatoes and radishes are all new to me. I'm trying to do Brussels sprouts and yellow squash vertically, then romaine, kale, and spinach, lettuce, baby carrots, green, and beans. Okay, be very careful. I know you're in a different grow zone, because spinach and kale and all will do good. Your carrots will do good. The heat. If you get heat there, the lettuce will end up going to seed. But that sounds like a lot. And growing vertically for like squash, this is great. You can take an upside down tomato cage, let it grow up that way, or just push the tomato cage over it and help it through it. And plus it gives it air circulation underneath the plant. Stay tuned for this week for the update on the garden. I started seeing spots today, honestly. So yeah, I started mulching it because that's ridiculous. Gardens need to be mulched. That's all I'm going to say to that. So we will see. You'll do good. Oh, I forgot bell pepper's new to me as well. You're doing fantastic. If you ever get stumped, and this is why I'm not bringing everyone along for every little thing I put in the garden, because been there, done that. That's on those other videos in the raised beds. When I was at Jimmy's, I walked people through how to listen, I really put my square foot gardening to the test with this garden. Let's just hope I don't gain any more weight, because it's going to be interesting climbing in there. I have to keep the space open so I can get through. I'm waiting for the broccoli it's getting bigger, but I need it to get bigger so I can pull it out, because it's one row. And broccoli is near my tomatoes and my peppers, and it's not a good companion plant. So let's just hope that it's cooler night out tonight, but let's just hope the broccoli does what it needs to do before the temperatures get really hot and it ends up bolting. But I need it, harvest it, and get it out. They're good. Poblanos. I thought, well, I did grab a fajita, not a fajita. I had that at Jimmy's. The fajita pepper, that was really good. What is the name of the plant I just picked up? I thought one, I must have grabbed two. Oh, shishito peppers. You blister them in a cast iron pan or any frying pan, sprinkle a little salt, good to go. Great pepper. That's something really good, Mad Chat, to put in a pot on your patio. Shishito peppers. I'll show you what it is in the garden. And then I'll add like a developed picture with it as well. What the heck is that? Hold on a second here. What is that? Ouch, my legs. Ugh. Well, that's not healthy. I just smushed a fly with my container. Ouch. I have sun only in the morning and a little close to the day, north facing balcony. It will work. It will work. I have my lettuce in the back. It gets some sun in the morning. It's mostly shady during the day because of the big tree. And then it gets more sun at night. I had that moved back there because I don't want all my lettuces to go to seed. Tomorrow I'm going to go out there. I'm going to do a video. Well, it's my chickens tomorrow, but I have to do a harvest. I've been putting off my oregano. If you get all these things in the spring, you get multiple harvests. So I have to do my oregano. I have lemon balm. I'm going to chop it and then it'll come right back. A lot of oregano. So yeah, you'll see a video this week on a little small harvest. It's going to be like lemon balm is very good for anxiety. It's calming. It helps you sleep. I do have bee balm, but I'm not really sure about bee balm. I've never harvested that before, or did I? The leaves. It's just adjusting to the pot that it's in, but bee balm is very good for like upset stomachs or like a digestive problem. And lots of oregano. Lots of oregano. You can use it as a medicinal herb too. Absolutely. I'll run your channel tonight. Thank you. I have a master playlist. So if you can run that, when that's done, when you were to go into videos, you just hit play all and it'll get all the ones that I wasn't able to get in there. I really could use the help with my playlist being run, even for anyone that hears that back. Who knows? Hello, I'm a friend of Nisi's. Well, hello, who knows? Welcome in. Happy Sunday and happy Memorial Weekend. Great to have you. Miguel is the name. Well, hello, Miguel. Welcome in. Did you just put bacon again, Midget? She was hiding. Oh, what is blanching? Okay, so you boil some water and you take some fresh greens or like a broccoli or cauliflower. You do your chopping, take the hard parts off. You immerse it in there for like 1 to 2 minutes and then you drop it in a bowl of ice water and it keeps the color. It depends if you like your cauliflower or broccoli a little bit more softer or maybe, But when I did the graffiti cauliflower and the purple of Sicily, I blanched it to see if it would lose any of the purple, and it didn't. But some of the water was purple, and I poured that back into my garden at the time. The blanching is just to quickly cook something without losing its vitamins and to keep the color. Blanching is looking your ripe vegetables in hot water before canning, I think. Even to eat. Hello, Suzanne. Hello. Were your ears ringing? Because Mr. Paul just left due to his back. It's a little chaotic in the beginning of this live. So if you watch it back, I deeply apologize. I had no idea I was going to be dog sitting all the dogs. And they weren't going to be home on time. And, fireworks and dogs just don't mix. So I do apologize for a little bit of the non-organized live. But it's real life every year. In Montana, hoping we have a mild summer. If it goes to seed, I'll replant again. Actually, if you just do a cut and grow again, your lettuce, cut the leaves off, leave the root in, it will regrow. I talked Jean into getting an original green stalk, and she harvested maybe like 4 times off of her spinach that I gave her. So you just keep cutting it. I had her cut her lettuce too. Looks like it's already coming back. So don't pull the plant out. Just do it as a cut and grow again, Nisi. Yeah, well, we get it extremely hot here, late July. But 2 years ago, we had triple digits the last 2 weeks of June. Just never know with Montana. Just never know any state anymore. Hot Texas, awful soil and in a drought. Oh, Miguel, right? Sorry to hear that. Maybe you'll get some rain soon. Yes, you would love it, Mad Chad. Shishito peppers. They're green, they're red. People are like, are they hot? No. It's like a sweet little pepper. You can get them all green. Just watch. And I'll do the video when they come in, actually. I thought I did some in my previous videos. But anyway, and a little bit of olive oil, blister them up, sprinkle some salt, and just eat them. Just pull the stem and just eat them. They're great. Great, great, great. So I did pick up 2. What else did I get? I found a sweet banana pepper because my banana pepper didn't germinate. And what else? I might have got a hot banana pepper, maybe. That's all I think that I got. Oh, good. I'm glad you found her. Yes, thank you so much. Thank you, thank you, thank you. Lemon balm, question mark? Yes, I'm growing buku of that because I have anxiety. And you'll get like a light tea out of that, but you just sip it. It's calming, it's relaxing, and it will also help you sleep. So will chamomile. Obviously lost my chamomile from where I live, so got a new chamomile and I put it in a pot. They look like little daisy flowers. You pluck them off and you brew a tea. Mad Shad, if I dry some, because you can do it dry, do you have like one of those tea bowls? You know what I'm talking about? Because I can send you some of the dried leaves and you can make tea. You can even find that plant for pretty cheap, like $3. Lemon balm. It will come back every year. Get a decent pot. Once you buy it once, you'll never have to buy it again. It'll die off in the winter and it will come back in spring. You'll harvest it. It'll come back like about 8 more times throughout the summer. And you can dry the leaves and you can make tea. Or you can use the fresh leaves, which is what I do, and I pour boiling hot water over it and I leave it alone, covered for 24 hours, and there's my tea. I just rewarm it up. Oh, you're so welcome. I'm so glad to see you here. So in case you don't know, I go live every Sunday night. I'm Eastern. Every Sunday night. So would love to have you here. And if you're not subscribed, maybe think about subscribing. I'd greatly appreciate it. Okay, thanks, Mel. I'll do that if it goes seed. Don't let it go to seed. What I'm saying is once your lettuce starts, where you see some leaves, just clip the leaves off and lightly give them a zhush, eat it, and just don't let it go to seed because the plant's already ruined. Start cutting your salad back throughout the season, and then you'll grow more leaves. Hopefully, I explained that better. Hi, Mona. How are you? Happy Sunday. Happy Memorial Day. How are you doing, girly girl? Yeah, it's good to see her in here. It's great to see Nisi. My goodness. Glad to see Suzanne in here because Paul, his back's hurting. Okra grows tall and proud in this Texas heat. Yeah, I don't like okra. I did do an okra challenge with me, Boone, I think Adrian from Indiana Backyard Gardener, and someone else. It was pickled. Well, out of the jar warm, it's not the greatest, but ice cold, ooh, I love it. Ain't that weird? But I don't like that snotty texture from okra. Ugh. Yes, I run a tea. Yes, I run a tea bowl mill. I do a lot of teas. Cool. Okay. All right. Wanted to make sure that you had the tea bowl, but I will dry it and I'll flatten it best I can, like in a baggie or I'll crumble it. Probably like a quart sized baggie, and I'll try to get that out to you so that you can have some of that. But if you can go to your local Home Depot or Lowe's, Mad Chad, get like, I don't know, like maybe a pot about that big, some potting soil, and purchase a lemon balm, you will have that for the rest of your life. It will come back every year, and then you won't need me to send you any. Be right back. Gotta make sure little man brushes his teeth. Okay. So how are you, Suzanne? Are you doing good? Eka, hello, how are you? Happy Sunday, welcome in. Happy Memorial Day. And I am at the bottom. Okay. I got a little nervous at first when Paul was leaving because I was like, oh crap. Make sure you smash the thumbs up button. Coming in or going out, I would greatly appreciate it. Hello, Miss Proud Mom, who you have not called me. How are you, love? Good evening, good evening. Welcome in, welcome in. Happy Sunday and Memorial Weekend. I like pickled okra because of you. Yeah, I hated okra, but pickled it was so good, Mona. I mean, ice cold. It's good out of the jar, ice cold. When I had it, the phone got hot and it killed it. So I'm like, nobody's going to believe I just ate 4 warm out of the jar. So I ate another 4 on camera. But then I put it in the fridge, and one live, I was like hungry. I was even drinking the liquid out of it. It was so, so good. Oh, your work hours changed? Okay, but good to see you in here. How you been, Eka? Proud Mom, you better call me. Yeah, but so word of advice, if you don't like okra, you think it has that like snotty texture, get it in the jar. Put it in the fridge, let it get ice cold. So good, so good. If it didn't have that stuff in the middle, I would like it. So I'm glad Suzanne came in, right? We'll have a moderator for towards the end. So I go live 2 hours on Sunday, 9 o'clock Eastern, my time. So if you're new here, maybe think about subscribing. If you want to do, Humpty Dumpty, don't hump your sister. I call Coco Humpty Dumpty. She tries to hump her little sister. Goofy dogs. I know, life is so crazy taking care of both moms full time. I know. Call me in the early morning, like coffee talk, girl. So yeah, I'm glad to see Suzanne here. Suzanne is one of our other awesome moderators. We've been spending time with her family members for Memorial. And Mr. Paul was in here for a good amount of time, but you know, he's on meds for a bad back. Don't want to see a chat without mods. Was on a live with no mods. It was a mess. I know I got a little nervous, Suzanne. I did get a little nervous, my friend. I was like, uh-oh. And I was trying to hold a button to make somebody a mod immediately. And yeah, don't hump your sister. I call her Humpty Dumpty. You know, Coco, the one I put in on the thing, Coco Chanel. She went towards the door because Sophie's laying down and she's all calm now. And she just started to hump her. So I just call her Humpty Dumpty. I'm like, you don't hump your sister, you goof. So yeah. So yeah, if anybody can run my master playlist, I would greatly appreciate it. I post videos every day because I'm a busy bee. I work very hard for YouTube. I need the money so I can try to find somewhere to go sooner than later. And, you know, cooking, food, desserts, lots of things with the chickens and the eggs. I did a quiche and a frittata. That video is posted. The girls are a year old as of the 25th of this month. So now they're officially chickens. They were apparently pullets before. But they're doing good. But I post my Monday Cuteness Overload on Monday mornings. And then desserts, and if you name it, I'm cooking it and making it, you know. And then gardening. Then I'll be preserving because Jean wants me to start cleaning out one of my freezers. And I said to her, oh, okay. Then if it starts getting warm, I'm going to start preserving canning some of the food. So yeah, so that's what's going on over here. So great big thank you to Nisi, who's going to run my master playlist. And then when that's done, just go to the videos and hit play all. I really would appreciate it. Totally different hours. That stinks. Hopefully you are adjusting. So yeah, so that's what's going on. I didn't eat anything yet, so I think I'm either going to boil some tortellini. That's why I gave them the heads up, like, when live's over, that'll be me in the kitchen. Jean said she never hears it, but Thomas does. She says, okay, I'm back. Was just explaining to people, you're going to run the master playlist, and then when that's done, just go into the more recent videos and just hit play all. And just explaining, hit the thumbs up button if you're in here now. If you're watching this back, I greatly, greatly appreciate it. Some of my longer videos, I really do appreciate you taking the time out of your life, your busy day or your night to watch some of my longer videos. You know, I'm the one woman show around here. I will try to, I mean, I obviously will have some that's shorter. But some, I was trying a new format, you know, because some of these bigger channels are like 55 minutes, or I just wanted to see how that goes, but it has pretty good views. So anyway, so Mondays is the chickens. Happy birthday to them on the 25th. I gave them some greens and some treats. They're spoiled rotten. I'm getting between 5 eggs a day or 6, because I have 6 girls, all hens. But occasionally I'll get 4. One thing I noticed, they must have been mad because I didn't collect the eggs, so they broke an egg to be like, you need to collect the eggs. So I just saw Debbie. We ran to Home Depot. I gave her 18 eggs, and I just gave my friend John 18 eggs. Last night's live was almost 4 hours. Wow, and I missed it. When I say I was having trouble sleeping, I really was. I only slept an hour, can you tell? It was before I actually went in to go to bed. I think you were already done. I was just not. Yeah, we got to get you monetized. You got to figure out what your hours are, because we're a really good community, Shad, and people will run your playlist so that you get the exact amount of hours you need. I love fresh eggs. I traded some tomato plants for fresh eggs with our neighbor down the road. That's awesome. That's, how do you say it? Bartering? Great job. I went to bed at 3. Oh, did you? I went to bed, I think I finally dozed off at like 6:30 a.m., but I was in the bed the entire time. I was watching videos on my phone. I was trying everything. I was turning it all off. Clothes on, clothes off. Oh, it was one of those nights last night. So, rough night's sleep. And hopefully tonight I get some rest. And then I got to go out and start a new bucket of fermented feed for my chickens tomorrow and let them out in the morning to free range. And even though it's a holiday, it's still going to feel like Monday to me. I don't know. We'll have to see. We'll have to see what takes place, because if my daughter is having a barbecue, maybe I'll go over there just to get away from here. Or maybe I will cook for myself on the grill, because it seems like they went to her sister's and had dinner and swam. I don't know where they swam, but you know, I did kind of state that I felt like it was I said it to him yesterday. I'm like, don't you do anything like Memorial Weekend? It's kind of boring around here. It's more exciting outside than it is in here. Trust me when I tell you. So I'm looking forward to 4th of July from all the fireworks. And I hate it. I've just had run up garden, get my tomatoes and peppers in the house. It's not far freezing at this time of year. Well, really? A freezing temperature, Zeka? Yes, all the hours will count towards getting monetized. I know you don't want it, but you know what? What the heck? What the heck? It's not going to be like $1 gazillion. So treat yourself to a coffee. Buy yourself a breakfast. You know what I mean? I get it. But sometimes, just get monetized. You'll see. You'll see. So I got on here early tonight, like at 8:50, I think it was. I normally will stay on here till the exact 2 hours, but we're like at 1:50 now. We have 11 people, 10 thumbs up. Somebody didn't hit the thumbs up button. But if you missed the live or the beginning, please go back and watch it. Thank you to the great moderators. I want to go boil, I think, some tortellini and eat something. I'm literally starving. This message is what? I'll review it. Dude, okay, I don't know what that was about, so just re-hit it. If I monetize, I am beholden, and then I gotta watch what I say. That's a good point that you're making. I forgot all about that. It's okay, Blue. It's fine. Man, Chad, love you. Nisi, oh my goodness, it's so great to talk to you, see you on the videos. Glad maybe it was the green stalk that caught your attention, but missed you, girl. So yeah, that's what's going on. I'm gonna hop off. I'm gonna go get something to eat. Love you all. Have a great Memorial Day. Don't forget the men and women who have served, that continue to serve, but please don't forget the lives that were given for this great country that people want to see go into the pooper scooper. A lot of my family and grandfathers and dad were on the military, and I have a lot of respect for the military, even though it's Memorial Day and everybody looks like it. Oh, it's the beginning of the summer. It sort of is. Have a nice barbecue, but don't forget, they're not coming home and they won't have a barbecue. So on that note, before I make myself cry, I'm just going to hold up my green stalk. No, I'll just hold up my butter crunch lettuce. Love you all. Don't forget, there's that one thumbs up. Thank you. Anybody that watches it back, I so greatly appreciate it. Anybody that watches the playlist or then goes in and watches the video, greatly, greatly appreciate it. Thank you for all the support you give me on this channel. Means the world to me. Have a nice Memorial Day. If you're having a barbecue, don't forget to have an apple pie because it's one of my faves. Love y'all. I will see you throughout the week, and I will see you next Sunday at 9 o'clock Eastern. So, love y'all. Thank you, Suzanne. Much love and hugs. Believe me, you definitely need moderators. Love yous all. Have a great one. Bye, everyone.